Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for March 7th, 2025. Rescuing the Wanderer from James chapter 5, verses 19 and 20. My brothers, if anyone among you wanders from the truth, and someone brings him back, let him know that whoever brings back a sinner from his wandering will save his soul from death and will cover a multitude of sins. As James closes his letter, he turns to a vital truth about life in the Christian community: our responsibility to one another. These final verses are not a detached command, but a heartfelt plea from a pastor's heart, urging us to care for those who stray. It's a call to action, rooted in love and the gospel's power to restore. Wandering from the truth isn't just about intellectual error. It's a drift from the life-giving faith in Christ. James sees this as a danger. To wander is to risk spiritual death, a separation from God's grace. Yet he doesn't leave us hopeless. The one who brings back a wanderer becomes an instrument of salvation, not through their own power, but through God's mercy and work. This act of restoration echoes Christ's mission to seek and save the lost. The phrase, "save his soul from death," is weighty. It reminds us that sin's consequences are real, but so is God's deliverance. Turning someone back isn't about judgment. It's about rescue. It's a reflection of the Good Shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one. But when we step into this role, we participate in God's redemptive story, showing the same grace we have received. Then comes the promise: cover a multitude of sins. Now, this doesn't mean we erase the wanderer's guilt. That's Christ's work alone. But that love and restoration have a ripple effect. Bringing someone back can halt a chain of sin, protecting them and others from further harm. It's a beautiful image of grace covering over brokenness, much like Christ's blood covers our own sins. This task isn't for the self-righteous, it's for the humble, those who know their own need for mercy. James addresses, "My brothers," emphasizing our shared identity in Christ. We approach the wanderer not as superiors, but as fellow sinners, saved by grace, gently pointing them back to the truth. In our own lives, this might look like a quiet conversation, a patient listening ear, or a loving correction, always with the goal of reconciliation. It's not about forcing faith, but offering a lifeline to the one who never lets go. The stakes are high, but so is the reward: a soul reclaimed, a community strengthened. So James ends his letter not with despair, but with hope. Wandering happens, but restoration is possible. As we live out this calling, we reflect Christ's love, trusting that his truth and grace can bring anyone home. So let's be compassionate, ready to guide one another back to the path of life. God's peace and many blessings be with you. And thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others.